done.
I would run for a Senate seat here in the state of New York. I came here today to put an end to that speculation and to tell you unequivocally, I will seek the Senate seat for the great state of New York.
Okay, you understand what just happened? So now they got the put the phones away, and can someone close the door, please? Thank you. What happened was that the Adjustment Bureau people, the angels, got the rehearsal, her rehearsal moved away from where she told them it was going to be. Remember, they introduced her back, they introduced, we're going to find it, reintroduced her to him in order to accomplish what they needed to get accomplished, which was to get him back on track, to get him to give the speech. And now they need to separate them once again, and they are trying desperately to do that, but something is going wrong. And they keep defining it as chance that keeps throwing them back together. They cannot understand it. We're going to see very clearly there is no such thing as chance, as we very well know. What there is hashgacha pratis, whether it comes about through the intervention of the Adjustment Bureau. They are responsible for certain things. When they themselves do not understand it and they define it for themselves, they define it as chance, what do you think it really is? Who is it? Who is it?
The chairman's
It's the chairman. It's the chairman, what?
The chairman's lack of transparency.
Exactly. It's the chairman's lack of transparency for those moments. And they are not programmed to understand it. But we should have that ability, that understanding. What they have done now is they've switched her away from him. Again, trying to get her away from him.
Don't forget out at the Bankers Group after the Daily Show tomorrow. Are you listening? David. I can't get a break in this case. Okay. I gotta get to Pier 17. Hey, do the interview and you can do whatever the hell you want with the rest of your day. Just handle the interviews for me. I'll talk to those guys. This has gotta go on the night. I gotta see at least right now. David, every time we get close, you do something to mess us up. This is different.
Manhattan.
What lifting?
Cedar Lake. It's a dance company.
What connecting?
He's gonna ask the parking attendant to use the hard line. I already killed him.
Excuse me, can I use your phone? I have an emergency.
Restaurant across the street.
Mm-hmm.
I took out everything for 3 blocks. This guy's a pain in the ass. Come on, let's go talk to him. The whole world of women out there. Thought we established this one was off limits. Well, it's been a while. I must have forgotten. Doesn't change the fact. You put us together 3 times. That wasn't us. That was just chance.
Okay, so remember what we just talked about and what really the definition of chance is in reality as opposed to what the Adjustment Bureau angels think it means. They have a job. They're very one-minded. They see what they need. They know what they need to do. Anything that falls outside of it is not really interesting to them. So they chalk it up to the easiest possible explanation because they really have no purpose for it.
Why do you want to keep us apart? Because the plan says so. Well, then you misread the plan. No, there's no misreading the plan when it comes to you.
The plan's wrong.
You know who wrote it?
I don't care.
You know who wrote it?
I don't care.
You should really show a little respect.
If I'm not supposed to be with her, how can I feel like this? It doesn't matter how you feel. What matters is what's in black and white.
What's happening? Remember I told you there is a machlokas, there's an argument whether angels have free will or not. Whether they can they jump this chasm of understanding between free will, chance, the chairman, or not. So we have a Gemara that talks about Michael, who disobeyed God during the destruction of the Beis Mikdash and saves Klal Yisrael, saves the remnant of Klal Yisrael from total destruction, and he suffers. He gets punished for it. He's told to take 3 coals from the Mizbeach HaElyon, from the upper Mizbeach, and use it to burn the foundations of the Beis Mikdash, and instead he takes only 1. And that less of a burning causes the reality that we're able to survive the Churban. Is that what God's will really is? Obviously, we believe that, yes, that was God's will. So then why did he leave it up to the free will, so to speak, of an angel who doesn't have free will to do it? Okay, that's a whole other very deep explanation, which is also close to the reason why does God bother with free will for us? Well, it could be much easier just to get things done the way they're supposed to be done without us. My wife said to me today, we're in the middle of a bit of a business venture that the bureaucracy of this country is just absolutely stifling, and they're causing us tremendous problems. And Liba said to me, and I'm worried about certain aspects of it. And my wife said to me, "I don't recognize you, right? Why don't you don't trust Hashem? You don't believe that Hashem is all going to be all right?" I said, "I trust God perfectly well. It's the people involved that I don't trust." Right? So God, the bottom line is that God gives us free will, and we have the opportunity to actualize that free will or not. Free will, we're going to see, is not the ability to do anything you want, but it does have its effect in the world because that's the way God wants it. Now watch him as he struggles, the angel, watch him as he struggles with this lack of ability to understand.
But you don't know why I'm not supposed to be with her, do you?
Ooh.
That's why you can't tell me. You don't know. Who is this guy? Uh-oh.
Excuse me, everyone. Sorry to disturb your lunch. It's an emergency. Has anyone here ever seen a performance at the Cedar Lake Ballet Company? The Cedar Lake Ballet Company?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, where is it?
Hey, taxi! Taxi! Hey!
Maybe you should try the subway. Don't all these taxis you're diverting have plans too? How long are you going to keep that up? 20 minutes? An hour? Wow, the ripples must just be endless.
The ripples must just be endless. So again, keep in mind this idea of ripples. Whether or not an individual person has free will, whether you agree with that premise, do we have free will or not, it's undeniable that what we do influences the person next to you. What we do throws a pebble into the pond, and it causes ripples to go out from the place that the pebble hit the water. And if you throw another pebble into the pond in a different place, so the ripples caused by that pebble will alter the way the ripples are acting from this pebble, but in a known way. But they will interact. There's no way we can live in this world together and not have this interaction. Whether or not that boils down and adds up to free will or not, we're going to see. And what free will is exactly, we're going to see. But the angels have a version of it, but not the same as us.
I don't care what you put in my way, I'm not giving up.
You all right? You okay?
What happened? Yeah, okay, you got hit by, you got hit. Okay, are you okay?
I think so.
Okay, don't move. You okay, you all right? Hello, I just witnessed an accident on the corner of Water and Dover Street.
Unfortunately, you're the only witness, Congressman.
Okay, but we did this 3 times
I just need a
already.
few more details.
Oh, I see. You're not even a cop, are you?
Sir.
You're one of them.
Calm down.
Okay, you know,
Just need to ask
someone
you.
could have been killed.
Sir, if you just calm down.
Hey, Sergeant. I'm sorry, excuse me. I know you need a statement from me, but do I need to stay here or can I do it over the phone?
No, sir. We know how to get in touch with you.
Okay, hey, now, is this man under your command? Never mind, thank you.
He's getting smart.
Hey! You want to make a quick $100? You're gonna have to break a couple traffic laws. All right, 26 and 10th. It's a valet company called Cedar Lake.
Go through that, It's gonna keep happening, just go through.
Okay, you saw them? They came out of a door. Watch them. Now we're going to be introduced. You remember I told you about the doors? When they first met him in the office building, the guy disappeared into one door, came out another door. So now we're going to see and understand what the doors are about.
Set a traffic jam on Broadway. Too many ripples. It's getting out of range. I don't know what to do. You're reaching your limits.
Excuse me.
Okay, something's going on with the doors.
Next one. I hate downtown. Sorry. Got inflection points. All he needs to do is see her dancing at your ripple limit. What? I blocked the door. He's ready through it. Okay, I won the next one.
Excuse me. David Norris, I'm here to see you released.
Blocking the wall.
What just happened? His hat fell off, and watch what happens.
Hat.
You can't open the door. Without his hat, you can't open the door.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's investigating.
It's too late.
He's already seen. You reached your ripple limit.
You reached your ripple limits.
Celebrate now. I'm just gonna kick it upstairs.
Stonson.
He has no idea what he's up against.
Points and the kicker, you pull them apart twice, only to have Chance put them back together. All that seemed a little much, so I asked Rudensky to do some research this morning. Have you been in here before? No, of course not.
It seems like David Norris and Elise Sellis were meant to be together because they were meant to be together.
Okay, did you get that? It seems that they are meant to be together because they were meant to be together. What does that mean?
Wait, what? Well, in the 70s, when he was born, they were meant to be together. Same thing in the 80s, 90s.
It wasn't until 2005 that the plan changed and she was supposed to stay with Adrian.
So somehow, in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they were supposed to be together. And somehow in 2005, the plan changed where she now is supposed to stay together with Adrian. We don't know who Adrian is yet, but we now know something about the nature of the plan and that it can change.
The problem here is there are remnants from all those old plans that keep pushing them together. They still feel like they belong with each other, even though they don't, and we're about to tear them apart again.
You spent your whole career hoping someday you'll get a red letter case. Something you can really make a name for yourself with. Finally you get one. It's booby-trapped. What? I'm saying it wasn't your fault. They were meant to be together.
What?
Were. In an earlier version of the plan. Actually, a dozen earlier versions. I always wondered how we had such bad luck that she was on that particular bus on that particular day.
How could the plan just change like that?
I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
So, how does the plan change? I don't know. It's above my pay grade. But the idea that the plan can be changed is very clear. So, how do we change God's plan? So, one of the ways we change God's plan is by implementing our bechira. Another way we change, so to speak, God's plan is by tefillah. Many ways that we can influence the plan, so to speak. He has no idea.
So we're going operational. This is exciting. It's been a while.
Not going operational. No one ever made it to my job by taking stupid risks.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to take this case upstairs to someone with the latitude to clean up this mess without breaking into a sweat. We're going to bring this to Thompson.
Thompson. When he was in the field, his nickname was
The Hammer, yes. He'll crush this little romance with a flick of his hand and force them back on plan again.
Oh, why ruin a really nice day?
Come on.
No, I don't dance.
Oh, come on. Everyone can dance. You just feel the music.
Well, I've been told that I have trouble feeling.
Who told you that?
A long list of women.
Oh, that's gross. Okay, you know what? Let's race to that lamppost. You win, I dance for you. I win, you dance for me.
On the pole?
If you like, yeah.
All right, this is serious. All right, what are the rules?
There are no rules. Oh, you bastard! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
You challenged me in those shoes?
Okay, fine. You know what? I can't. You're right. These are the wrong shoes. I'm gonna twist an ankle.
Well, you said no rules.
I won't. Oh! You said you had trouble feeling.
Great.
Woo!
How you doing? How are you?
How are we feeling about this car?
How you doing? Maybe I should go home and get my top.
Definitely don't do that. It's good.
No, I should never have come back here again without my backup dancer. I voted for you. How are you?
Did you grow up over here?
Yeah, 3 blocks over that way, Pioneer Street. A whole childhood.
What were you like as a kid?
Oh, I've spent about half my time in the principal's office up until the 6th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, that was when my mother and my brother died within a month of each other, so...
I'm sorry.
No.
You know, I always tell that story about how I got inspired to go into politics because my dad took me to the Senate gallery and we sat together, and that's true. But what I leave out is he did that right after they died. And I was bottoming out. So he wanted to get me out of here for a little while. And he planned this road trip to D.C., and I think it was because JFK was his idol. And we went and sat in the gallery, and I remember watching him watch them, and I knew that that's what I wanted to do. I wish they were here to see all this. Didn't expect to tell you any of that.
Thompson.
Looks like a cowboy from like an old western.
He looks like the boat guy from the
He's a famous, very famous actor, I believe. I don't remember what his name is. And he is Thompson. And they get together, and he is the angel now in charge, and who has the latitude. He has a much bigger Ripple account, who is now in charge of them. Break them up.
David? Hello? Hey. What are you doing? Why are you calling? No, because I was sleeping. No. No, it's not. Why are you calling? Okay, well, I gotta go. No, I gotta go. Okay.
Who is it? Adrian. Who is she supposed to stay with? Adrian.
So sorry.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so weird. I woke up and you weren't here. And then the phone rang. And it was my ex, which is just so strange.
Sorry, I guess we hadn't gotten any of that stuff yet.
Right. You know, we broke up a while ago and it's over. And then he calls 4 times in one morning.
He called you 4 times this morning?
He understands. Right? You realize that he understands why he called 4 times this morning. He understands what the motivation behind it is, which is the Adjustment Bureau.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you guys been broken up?
3 months. It's like you knew I was with someone else.
Was it serious?
We were engaged.
So not really that serious?
Right.
But what happened?
Do you want to know this?
Yeah.
He was a great guy, brilliant choreographer and dancer, and we had the same group of friends. We'd known each other a long time.
He sounds great. Why didn't you marry him?
Because of you. I'm not so hopeless romantic. I've never allowed myself to be that way. But once I felt, even for a moment, what I felt with you, you ruined me. I didn't want to settle for less.
I know the feeling.
Hey.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
You don't need to say that.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
What?
He's totally gonna do something stupid.
This is the first time in 25 years that I don't feel like I'm by myself.
Ooh, that's a lot of responsibility for me. I don't know if I'm quite comfortable with it.
Too late. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to an interview right now.
What if I told you I wasn't ready to let you out of my sight quite yet?
Sounds good.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Are you handsome, or is it that Washington is so populated by, I don't want to say hideous abnormalities?
Stem were weird.
David Norris, everybody!
Excuse me, ma'am. Congressman Norris asked me to give you a message. He was just called into a meeting. He says it's urgent.
Oh, okay.
He said...
Why do I know that face?
Is it one of the bureau people?
No, I've seen him in something else.
Well, what is the common denominator? And we already had some particular hat. Yeah, watch.
Just say he'll call you as soon as he's out. Let's see what it shows.
Oh my God, is that?
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Okay, so he just got rid of her, and now he's taking David Norris into this place. And he can't get out of it. Guess you need a hat to open the doors.
Hello?
Now we're going to learn about free will.
We should go on Hunger Games.
Frustrating, isn't it? My name is Thompson.
Whatever happened to free will?
I actually tried free will before. After taking you from hunting and gathering to the height of the Roman Empire, we stepped back.
So, Soren tell us that God creates the world, and he creates it in such a way that man's interaction with it either causes it to be built or causes it to be destroyed. That is the matrix. You either add energy to the side of good or you add energy to the side of evil. Your actions are absolutely crucial. What you do is what you get. During the time, up till the time of the Mabul, every human being in existence had that capability of influencing the physical world around them, meaning their spiritual state, their spiritual actions influenced the energy level of the universe and caused the flood. It just pulled the plug on the world. There was no energy to run the world anymore. The world crashes. After the flood, that phenomenon of cause and effect of a person's spiritual state to affect the physical universe is narrowed very, very much, and Avram Avinu chooses that path for himself and for us. That is what makes us the chosen people. We have chosen to be responsible. That's all it means. So, we tried free will, but it's dangerous to give everyone free will, meaning control over the universe based on spiritual actions. If a person's actions can influence the way the universe works, that's a lot of power. So Stam people were taken away from people, and it was given to Avram Avinu and Avram Avinu's children, which is us.
See how you do on your own. Gave us the Dark Ages for 5 centuries. Until finally we decided we should come back in. The chairman thought that maybe we just needed to do a better job with teaching you how to ride a bike before taking the training wheels off again. So we gave you the Renaissance, the Enlightenment, scientific revolution. For 600 years, we taught you to control your impulses with reason. Then in 1910, we stepped back.
And so saying in 1910, we allowed you to have free will once again. Meaning your physical, your spiritual actions once again became important in the physical world.
Within 50 years, you'd brought us World War I, the Depression, fascism, the Holocaust, and capped it off by bringing the entire planet to the brink of destruction in the Cuban Missile Crisis. At that point, a decision was taken to step back in again before you did something that even we couldn't fix. You don't have free will, David. You have the appearance of free will.
You expect me to believe that? I make decisions every day.
You have free will over which toothpaste you use or which beverage to order at lunch, but humanity just isn't mature enough to control the important things.
So you
Okay, so free will. What is free will? He's telling us free will is limited to the realm of morality. Rabbi Tatz used to tell us that any other decision, do you like this thing? Do you like how it tastes? Do you like how it feels? Well, that is a decision that a dog can make. He calls it a smelly bone decision. If you have a dried out bone and a bone that's full of meat, straight from the butcher, and you throw them both in front of a dog, the dog is going to go to the smelly bone. It's going to go to the bone that has more to eat on it. It's going to go to the thing that feels better for it. That is not free will. That is just self-preservation. That is instinct. Free will is limited to the realm of morality. If I decide to drink coffee as opposed to orange juice because I like the taste of the coffee better, then it's a smelly bone decision. If I decide to drink the orange juice because it's healthier and I have a responsibility to take care of this body that God has given me, so that makes it a free will decision. If I decide to drink the coffee because I have work to do and I have a responsibility to take care of and I have to learn, I have to teach, I have to do something, and I need the caffeine in order to be able to do it, and I decide to drink the coffee over the orange juice because that is what is needed right now, that is also a free will decision. But if it doesn't have a moral component, it is not free will. Doesn't matter how much money it costs, doesn't matter how, nothing. All that matters is there a moral component to this decision or not?
Handle the important things. But the last time I checked, the world's a pretty screwed up place.
It's still here. If we'd left things in your hands, it wouldn't be.
Tell me why I can't be with Elise. Because the last guy didn't know.
Meeting Elise at the Waldorf 3 years ago wasn't chance. That was us. We knew she'd inspire you to give that speech. That speech that brought you back from the edge of oblivion and overnight made you the front runner in this coming election.
Are you saying you want me to win the election?
This one? And 4 more after it. And I'm not just talking about elections for Senate. You can matter, David. Really matter. What your father wanted when he took you to the Senate gallery when you were 10. What your brother wanted when he made you promise the day before he overdosed that you wouldn't be like him. Why do you think you have that yearning to be in front of people? That terrible emptiness when you're not.
Don't do that.
David, you can change the world, but that doesn't happen if you stay with her.
Why do you people care who I love?
It's not about her. It's about you. What being with her does to you.